Hi guys, this is Megan Shipman, and you might know me as Anya Forger from SpyxFamily, and you are listening to the Casanova podcast, the #1 podcast in Hawaii.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Casanova podcast, Hawaii's #1 podcast. I am Mikhail Casanova, and I'm so honored. I'm so honored to have you as a guest on the show.
Thanks.
How has your time been here so far?
It's been so good. I love Hawaii. I've been to Maui before.
Okay.
Haven't been to this island, so this is like my first time seeing everything here. But it's so nice. Like, it's still beautiful. It's like where in Hawaii is not beautiful.
True.
It's like pick your poison. But yeah, it's so great. We've had a good time. We've done snorkeling and scuba diving, and we're going hiking tomorrow, and just trying to fit in everything we can before we leave.
Okay.
While also being here.
What are the places you want to go and do hikes at?
Ooh, well, we were gonna go to Diamond Head, but we're really tired now, so we're probably gonna go. I forget the name of it because Natalie is planning. Natalie, where are we going tomorrow? Manoa Falls.
That one's so beautiful.
Manoa Falls.
Yeah.
So we're doing Manoa Falls tomorrow because we were going to do Diamond Head after we left today, but we were like, oh, we're so tired.
Yeah.
So let's just get a good night's sleep. We'll go to Manoa Falls. It'll be pretty and probably a little shorter and easier.
Yeah.
So, but we're excited. It's going to be great. So.
Yeah. Definitely, you probably won't have time to do it, but if you ever come back out here, definitely do Coco Head. It's probably the most difficult one, but when you get all the way to the top, oh my God,
gorgeous.
That view is just, you can see the entirety of all the island.
I love that. I have been, when we went to Maui, I went to Haleakala.
Yeah.
So pretty. So yeah, it feels like you're on Mars.
Yeah,
It's so different, but it's so cool. So yeah.
Awesome. And so far at the time that you've been here for the convention, constant fans coming up, the lines and everything.
It's been crazy. Everyone here has been so awesome.
Yeah,
it's been amazing. The big thing, it's fun to see like kind of what characters, what autograph prints sell the most at each place you go. Because we always sell Anya, we always sell SpyxFamily, but we've had Bofuri was really popular.
Nice.
And Nikkei, the mobile game that I'm in, super popular. I was like, oh, you all live here. This is where you've all been hiding. So that's been crazy fun because I love Nikkei. I love talking about the game with people.
Yeah.
And that's been really fun.
So speaking of Nikkei, like how long did you have to do like when you were doing recording sessions for it? Were they like super long or standard like 3 to 4 hour sessions?
Yeah, whenever we were doing like the big Overzone event, which was where I had a lot of lines because it was Dorothy's whole event story, that was kind of broken up over the course of like a week. And we would do maybe 3 to 4 hours each day, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, just depending on like my schedule and their schedule and how many other actors they had to fit in for the day. So yeah, it was a lot. It was like 5,000 dialogue lines or something. So it was a lot. So yeah, but it was really fun. Nice. It was really fun getting to dive in and do more Dorothy and kind of find out why she is the way she is. So I loved it.
Okay. And I heard earlier when you were doing your podcast with Aloha, so you do streaming as well.
I do.
So what got you into streaming? What do you like to stream?
So I love playing games and I love streaming, but I used to do like face streaming. I was horrible at it because I didn't have the equipment for it at the time, but I did what I could and it was really fun. But I also kind of hated feeling like, oh, well, I gotta like look nice, because when you have like a camera or something, I feel like I have to like put makeup on so I don't just look like a ghost, like a pale, sad little ghost sitting in a room.
Leila she says that all the time, every time she's at the stream.
Right. Yeah. So I got tired of that. So, but then I was like, I started VTubing and I was like, oh, this is perfect because I can do all the fun stuff. I can have this really cute creative thing where I have a character and it's really just creative. Whatever you want, you can just do it.
Yeah.
And it was so fun because then I could just sit down, turn everything on, and go. And it was so low maintenance. I say that, but it's like you have to buy all the stuff. But once you have it, it's so low maintenance. So yeah, I really like it. I do a lot of streaming right now. I did a whole playthrough of Cult of the Lamb. So we played that for a long time.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I love it. We played through like the whole DLC, all of that. I played Hades 1. and we've been playing Hades 2. So I'm still trying to get through all of that, and I'm like, I keep getting to the final bosses in Hades, and I'm like, and then I have to start all over.
I got a lot of friends that are doing voice work in that game.
Yes, it's so good. It's great. Chef's kiss. Mwah.
Shout out to Lila Berzins for doing Persephone. You did an amazing job.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I love Persephone. But yeah, amazing. But then also, I've been sometimes those are like my long form games. So I'll usually play games that I'll play for at least like once a week. And then I'll usually pick like cute shorter games, kind of just indie games to kind of play as, breaks from the crazy like Hades, Hades in general. But yeah, so that's kind of the vibe. Just kind of play what I want, because if I don't play what I want, then I'm gonna get bored, because I feel like if you enjoy playing a game, the people watching you are also gonna enjoy watching you play it. So that's kind of my mindset behind it, is like, I mean, I know trends are like a big thing, like, oh, you got to play the popular games, but I'm like, yeah, but I want to play more Hades, so I'm gonna go play more Hades. You guys have fun. Also, all my friends that also stream were voice actors too, and so our schedules are crazy, and sometimes it just doesn't. It's so hard to get everything to line up. So I'm like, I'll just be by myself over here, because I'm coming to Hawaii for a week. So good luck finding me. But yeah, it's really fun. I enjoy streaming a lot. So.
But one of the things, because I do full-time streaming on TikTok, and a lot of things that people think, oh, it's just so easy. It's not.
It's not. It's really, I feel like I'm good at it because I just yap all the time. I'll just talk about whatever comes, stream of consciousness. And I feel like that's why I'm kind of good at it. I feel like coming to cons and talking to people all day, I blah, 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 blah all day. So I have no problems sitting in a room and talking to myself if I have to. So
it's therapy.
It's therapy.
So with that being said, what are some of your other hobbies and things that you like to do?
Yeah, I love to read. I love to read fantasy.
What's your favorite book so far?
Ooh, my favorite series by far is Throne of Glass, recently, by Sarah J. Maas. I know a lot of people read it.
So good.
Yes, Throne of Glass. Have you read it?
Yes.
Oh, Throne of Glass is so good. God, I read that whole series last year.
Yeah.
I'm still traumatized. Wow. And I love ACOTAR, but Throne of Glass is just, I don't know, it's different. Like it is heavy. It's great. But then also I do quilting. I like to quilt.
Quilting.
So
wow.
Yeah, so I make blankets and cozy things, and I love it.
Do you sell anything on Etsy or anything?
I don't yet. I'm just making things for my friends. I'm like, here you go. And they're like, wow, you made this for me for free? I'm like, yes. I put hours of labor into this, hundreds of dollars.
Nice.
Take it.
Nice.
And love me. Pass it down in your family for generations.
Nice.
So that's really fun. I really enjoy it. I have to do it at night when my baby is sleeping, because I don't trust her around anything I use to quilt any of my songs. She's a tiny little terror right now. So, I mean, I love her. But
how old so far?
She's almost 1.5 right now.
Okay.
So she's like walking and running, and she's like, I'm going to touch everything. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. Wrapping up to the last couple questions, and I want to be respectful of your time. So what have been some of your favorite projects to work on?
I mean, SpyxFamily is like so easy to say because it's great. Because SpyxFamily is like a special thing because we've gotten to do so much SpyxFamily, which, and I say so much, but like relatively speaking, most shows are like 12 episodes now. And I feel like we are seeing more season 2s of things, which is really great because I think people want that. But yeah, we've had so much SpyxFamily in a short amount of time. That I'm just like, I love it. I can't imagine. I always say I can't imagine how like the One Piece cast feels because they've done so much for so long.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel that way about Anya now, and I've done like 40 something episodes in a movie, and it's like I can't imagine like thousands, like literal thousands of episodes. That's insane to me.
Over what, 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years. So, I mean, that's basically like they're going in all the time to record that because they're just still,
Yeah.
it's crazy. So that's really special. I always tell people I love projects where I get to do different things too. Like those always stick out in my mind. Like I love when I get to not be the cute girl next door because I have that voice.
Yeah.
But I love when I get to be like I play a character named Rika in Girlfriend, and she's absolutely psychotic.
Yes, she is.
And I love that because like that's a character type I don't always get to be.
Yeah.
And then also another one that sticks out that was different was Aripio in my favorite pop idol to the Budokan, I Would Die. Like that. It's like me because they literally, I said, how did you, I'd never worked with that director before. I was like, wow, I really love idols. And so he goes, yeah, that's how I thought to cast you because someone told me you love idols and that you would be perfect for this. So like people know that I have a problem. And so that's how I got cast in a project about idols. And it was great because I just got to use my voice and it was just me going, oh my God, I love idols. And it was great. So.
Okay.
Things like that where I just get to do slightly different things. But it's like I could tell you something I love about every single thing. But
Okay.
those ones always stick out because I'm like, I got to do something different.
Okay.
So
Okay.
those are fun.
All right. So last two questions I have. One might be a little bit of a curveball, but I see you have a tattoo.
Yeah.
How long was the process of getting that? Did you get it traditional ink or did you? This is my first one. I got tapped.
Ooh, wow. Yeah.
The whole thing.
Wow. The whole at one time,
Well,
all at once, or did
it
you do it in
was
sections?
sections. So each one was like 12 hours long.
Wow.
So it's all the way up to here.
Yeah,
And-
mine didn't take that long. I have Spirited Away tattoos. It's hard to tilt it, but this is the bathhouse, and then this is Haku. So
Yeah.
this didn't take that long. Honestly, this was like an hour because it's just lines. And then this I actually got done last year, and it was maybe like 5 hours ish.
How's the pain level?
It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad because I mean I feel like this part it was a lot of muscle, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like here it's right on your bone, so you're gonna suffer and die. I'm about to get another tattoo though. Me and my sister we're getting matching tattoos, like little tiny ones.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get them done last year on like a Friday the 13th. There were so many Friday the 13th last year.
Yeah.
But I was always traveling.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's just get them done for like my birthday or whatever, and it'll be fine. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. And then my last question is for anyone who's looking to get into voice acting.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing I've in my 12 years of doing this podcast, interviewing so many people, nobody has the same starting point.
No.
And there's so many. A lot of people think, oh, video games, anime. No, there's audiobooks. There's so much
There's
stuff.
audiobooks, there's e-learning, there's commercials. There is so much stuff like and you might be passionate about like one thing, like you're like I really love anime.
Yeah.
But I always tell people like if you're going to do it, like really keep your mind open and train to do everything cuz like that's what you want. Like doing one thing alone isn't going to make it your full-time job.
Yeah.
You like I tell people, look, am I passionate about a prescription drug that can help you control your blood sugar? No, but it will pay my bills. You know, so if I book that job, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And so those are it's such a vast field. And if you sometimes clients will really like you and they'll bring you back a lot for things. And then, you know, it's also a really small world.
Yeah.
So doing a lot of different projects, you never know who's going to be working on something next. And they'll be like, oh my God, I know this person who is really good at this. And I know she also mentions that she does books already. So do you want to hear what she sounds like or whatever? Yeah. So it's a really small world. But for getting into it, like if you're like, I want to just dive in, I love anime and I want to figure this out. There's so many really, really great resources that are available now than versus like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And like I got started 12 years ago now when I got started. So like I told people yesterday, I was like, I bought a book to figure out what all the terms meant. Like, yeah, you can just Google it.
Yeah.
I Googled it and they were like, you have to buy a book. And I bought the book. So like there's a really great resource. I love D. Bradley Baker's I Want to Be a Voice Actor.com.
Yeah.
It's great. He's constantly updating it too, which is nice. It's not just a static website where it's like, well, he only updated it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's up to date with like current stuff. Another great place is the Voice Acting Club. And that is a great place to find a community, because finding your community of people that are also like in the same starting place as you is so important, because a lot of people think networking is not like going to someone who's already been doing this 12 years and being like, oh, I'm going to be friends with you and you're going to get me work.
Right.
That's not what networking is. Networking is finding people that are starting out at the same level as you and growing together, because you never know what someone you started doing this with like 12 years ago, where they're going to be in like 20 years.
Yeah.
And there's so many instances. Like I signed with my current agent because my friend knew him years ago, and he works for a talent agency now who was expanding their voiceover roster. And I was also looking for representation like in LA and just trying to expand my reach and things. So it kind of just fell into our lap of like, yeah, do you two want to be a part of this?
Yeah.
And it's all because she had a really good connection with him. And also people end up being casting directors and working at different studios, and while they're also acting. And so you never know where people are going to end up. And also when you have a community, you can practice, you can make fun things together. Anyways, but yeah, like making fun projects together, working on things you're passionate on, making audio dramas, comic dubs, like webtoons, comic dubs are really fun to do right now with friends. Like just making things that are fun and making original content that you can grow, and that's the kind of stuff you want. And also when you have a community, you can go, hey, I want to take a class. Does anyone have a class they recommend? And if you go to Voice Acting Club, they have a Discord server. Yeah. And that's a really great place to be like, hey, does anyone have a class that they recommend taking? Oh, I'm looking for like a new microphone. What do you guys recommend? Like having a community is like the basis for everything. It's really hard to do by yourself. Yeah. So yeah, just make things for fun. I always tell people, just do it. There's so many microphone options now too that are, it's so much more like, but there's lots of budget options, mid-tier prices, high prices. It's so much easier, so much more accessible now to kind of just get going. Yeah. And with that, you don't have to use like your laptop microphone that's built into your, Mac, back in the day. Yeah. So yeah, it's great. So I'm glad there's so many resources like that. And that's what I tell people. I'm like, just go to these websites and start diving in, start reading, start making connections, start joining communities. And you'll be doing stuff before you know it. Yeah. So
I've actually been taking classes from Dee Bradley Baker, and also two of my friends who are also my mentors, Jennifer Hale and Daryl C. Rivers, have been actually coaching me on voice acting.
And coaching is another option too. So that's also something. If you're like, I've been doing this and I need more. Like I feel like I want to learn, but I'm not learning from classes. Like coaching is a great way to learn and get something really tailored, specific to you. So yeah.
So with that being said, is there anything you want to leave the audience with before we go?
I don't know. I've loved my time in Hawaii. It's really fun. It's great. Everyone at the con's been great. I want to come back. Please have me back. And it's not just because I want to come back to Hawaii. Like this con is really fun. This has been a really great event. We've had a really, really good time. And yeah, just watch SpyxFamily, I guess, because there's more coming. There's more coming out.
Awesome.
So,
oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good.
No. Oh, so I was going to say, with that being said, guys, you can catch this episode and others on the Casanova podcast, available on Spotify as well as on YouTube and every major podcasting platform. And shout out to KawaiiCon for facilitating and helping make this possible. And also shout out to Spotify for sponsoring the Casanova podcast, only podcast in Hawaii sponsored by Spotify. I greatly appreciate you guys. And with that being said, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Mahalo for your time for listening to this episode of the Casanova Podcast, and one podcast in Hawaii. If you found this episode to be incredibly enjoyable, informative, or if there's anything you gain from it, or any insight, or anything that's good that you really, really enjoyed, make sure whatever platform you're listening to it on, or if you're watching it, leave a comment if that's available on the platform, like it, share it around with someone you think would enjoy it, and give us some feedback, because your feedback is
exactly what we need to keep this show going. And if you're wondering what are some ways that you could support the show, we got various ways. We've got Patreon, we have channel memberships over on YouTube, as well as Subscribestar, Coffee, and so much more. Links for everything will be in the description of the podcast, so make sure you go check that out. And with all that being said, I hope you have an aloha rest of your day.
Let them know that I'm next level. I'm a whole new kind of guy. Yeah. Yes, at the top spot in case you forgot. We the ones that got the block hot, bullet got the shot.